First-person shooter games have been one of the most resilient game genres in the history of video games. Generation after generation of hardware has only strengthened the first-person shooter as one of the most popular genres, if not the most popular, in video games today. Stretching over 2 decades now, the first-person shooter game has left its roots as a PC-type game and found its place on consoles and even mobile devices. Currently, first-person shooters' next evolution is at hand, and Gameloft is attempting to bring the genre to smart devices with its Nova series of games. Nova 3, the latest of the Nova series, is the crowning achievement for FPS games on smart devices. Every piece of the game has been handcrafted to bring the experience we're all familiar with on our platforms to our phones and tablets. Like Evolution, the change has seen innovation and failure. This proves that the first-person shooter genre has room to grow, but also has kinks to work out along the way. Nova 3 picks up where the previous game left off. Cal Warden, part of the Space Authority group Near Orbit Vanguard Alliance, has been summoned to the previously abandoned planet Earth. After crash landing, he is greeted by a conflict between humans attempting to restore the planet with a stolen artifact, and enemies attempting to seize that artifact for their own. The story leads down a few turns from there, but is pretty standard for an FPS game on any platform. It's nothing amazing, but enticing enough to keep you playing. Right from the start, Nova 3 solidifies itself as one of, if not the best graphics display available on Android and iOS. The opening cutscene is nothing short of jaw-dropping, including groundbreaking voiceovers, sound effects, and animations. Fortunately, Nova 3 maintains this momentum throughout the game. Every level contains copious cutscenes and voiceovers, which solidify Nova 3 as a true AAA title. Amazingly enough, this is all achieved with solid performance. There are some devices which have a few jitters and stumbles with Nova, but the vast majority of devices that support the game handle it very well. Gameloft has also added a multiplayer mode, with all the standard first-person shooter game modes intact. The one interesting mode that's outside the regular deathmatch and capture the flag / area is freeze tag mode. In this mode, which plays similar to a team deathmatch game, your team must kill each of the other opposing team members, which freezes them without respawning. Each time the entire other team is frozen, your team earns a point. This small innovation, together with the rest of the rather robust multiplayer options, adds a great deal of value to the asking price. The only piece of Nova 3 that I wasn't utterly satisfied with were the controls. To get a solid feel, I made sure to play both a phone and a tablet for comparison. Overall, the phone performs better with controls due to the smaller screen. The problem with the tablet is that the surface area of the screen is so large, even with maxed out sensitivity and the ability to customize button controls, it was frustrating to aim. To add insult to injury, the only controller inherently supported by Nova 3 are those of the Xperia Play controls. This means all those tablet owners with third-party controllers are left out in the rain and will need to settle with the touchscreen for now. Despite this flaw, Nova 3 remains a solid first-person shooter experience that continues to tinker with the genre in an effort to make it successful on another platform. Nova 3 is a console-sized game with an asking price that is slightly higher than a standard smart device game. For anyone that enjoys games or considers themselves a gamer, playing Nova 3 is a necessity because it's the epitome of smart device gaming today and what it's capable of. Pixelfreak.com is giving Nova 3 94 pixels out of 100.